Hey, it's Gino from Marion Computer, and this gem is called Display Settings. Alright, so the display, basically the display is the monitor. It's basically how the monitor is going to show you what is on the screen. And we have, many options. We can adjust screen resolution. We can adjust, the size so that we see icons on the screen. Most of the time, people adjust the display settings because their eyes kind of squint when they see things. They want to kind of make things a little bit better visually for them. And so we're just in background. We can, like how you see the Marion Computer thing back here on the screen, that's actually part of the display settings. Alright, so we're going to get into it. We're going to click Start, and we're going to actually go back to the control panel. And when that's open, we're going to go to Display. So in this area, basically, this is the interface that we have to adjust, resolution, brightness, and all of that. So we're going to first start with, we'll just first start with what's here. And this is basically how we see the windows on the screen. Smaller, 100% is default. Now, the windows are basically, what, say, Internet Explorer, or maybe we're opening up, our picture folder, or so on and so forth. If we want that to be bigger, we're going to click medium, and then we're going to click apply. It's going to ask us to log off to make the changes, so we're just going to log off later. We're not going to make the changes right away, but at least know that we had the ability to make the screen windows a little bit bigger there. Now, resolution. Basically what resolution is the amount of pixels that is per inch on the screen. The higher the resolution, the more pixels, and I guess the smaller the things appear on the screen, but the lower the resolution, the less pixels, and then the less that can fit on the screen. So just to get an idea, I'm going to go down to, say, we was at 1366 by 768, which is recommended, and you might want to go with the recommended, but say you want to see more on the screen. Say we go to, say, 1280 by 724. Now, it might not fit the screen properly, and that's something that we'd have to look at, but it looks like, yeah, this one did. So the resolution is kind of it's lower. So like I said, things are going to appear bigger. The display is going to have less dots per inch. But let's go actually all the way to the bottom to see how that looks. Alright, that didn't fit the screen for me. I don't know if you see it, but basically that's the idea. It kind of gets Nintendo the lower you go, but the higher you go, like I said, the more refined and the more that you're going to be able to see fit the screen. I like to use it at the top resolution or the recommended resolution, so it's good to keep it there. Now, the landscape orientation, basically, or portrait, that's basically if you have a screen that, like right now, I have a wide screen, and it's basically obviously wider than it is tall. But sometimes you might have a screen that that is taller than it is wide. Then you're gonna want to go to portrait if that's the case. But in our situation, we're gonna stick with the landscape. Alright, so screen brightness, exactly what you think it is, basically. It's about power plans and things of that nature that would help you conserve energy. We're not getting into the power plans now because we can cover that in a later gem. But here's the screen brightness right here. So the lower I go with the screen brightness, obviously the more battery life I'm going to have, and then the higher I go, the less battery I'm going to have. Sometimes it might be like late at night and it's really dark in your room and you don't want to be all like blinded by the screen. I've heard a lot of people say they don't like that bright whiteness in their face, because if they have too much of that, then they get tired. So that would be an option to either conserve battery or conserve your eyes. Alright, so we also see well, actually, this is the power stuff, so we're gonna shy away from that. And we also have change display settings. Oh, we were just there. That's the same idea. And personalization, we'll go there. Now, under personalization, we'll give you the different themes or backgrounds. So if I was to click on this one, now I have the original Windows settings background. If I click on this one, then I would have characters background or whatever. Just so Microsoft gives you a bunch of little things that you can do to change your backgrounds here. You know, I like to have my own personal background, especially for advertisement purposes. Wink, wink. All right, so well, that's pretty much the gist of the display settings. Enough to at least, you know, get you acquainted and get your hands dirty there. You can go ahead and play on with that a little bit further if you want. Then again, my name is Gino from Marion Computer, and this has been Display Settings.